Hello friends, welcome back to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Today we're starting the day against Existo, a 5.6k Terran player that I haven't really heard of. I've played against Sixtol before, I think, but I don't know very much about the style that Existo plays. We're going to be playing a bit of a hero build here. We're going to open up with a core before Nexus into a quick target, but we're not scouting early on. This might come as a surprise to some of you, as I am known to be someone that scouts a lot, plays it safe, and would never compromise my safety for a little bit of extra money. Actually, let's go Nexus before core. I mean, if you're going all in, you might as well do it properly. There we go. If we're being proxied, we're absolutely dead, but if we're not being proxied, we have a lot of cash that we can spend around, and you love to see it. I do want to check to see if my opponent has some type of, what do you call it? Any type of proxy racks around. If he does, then I'm going to pretend like it's possible to defend it. Building a zealot or something along those lines. Okay, we seem relatively safe. Yeah, I actually... No, let's just go back home. Who cares? Yeah, we're just gonna... I was gonna pretend to scout and then, you know, very late, so at least I knew what was going on, but I don't actually care what's going on. It's not like I can respond anymore. You know, if bad things are gonna happen, bad things are gonna happen, and it's now out of my hands, you know? It's over. It's now depending on what my opponent decided to open up with. So, we get a Stargate over here, single Oracle into Blink, perhaps second Oracle even. One of the things that I was really impressed by Hero, one of the things that Hero did that really impressed me, I guess that's a better way to say it, was his ability. Hold that thought. No, never mind. Was his ability to keep oracles alive in the face of danger. Oh, I think I could get that. Yep, there we go. Poor movement out of him. Never supposed to get that if I only get an initial one-shot off. It's because he took a very bad turn there. I noticed it and then I could capitalize on it. This allows me to scout with my Adept, despite there being a Reaper opener and despite me opening up with Nexus before core. Now there's a couple of options here. He can have opened with a CC. It's possible that he opened up with a gas first as well. It's possible that they open up with 2 gas. Okay, there's a bunker and there's a unit in the bunker and there's a command center. That means this was a barracks into gas Reaper, which now means he's in a little bit of trouble. This is probably the best case scenario for me. Probably should have checked what was going on there rather than insta-canceling. Okay, we'll get a Twilight Council over here. Could actually cancel this second or this third Adeptus, so I don't really need it. Allows me to get a slightly faster extra base, perhaps. That was a little bit sloppy and shouldn't have happened. I kind of do regret that. Now, because there is one of these bad boys first, what does that mean? Good question. Probably means that there's only going to be one mine. If I can identify where this mine is, that would be huge. Oh, there's a tech lab, which means there's not going to be any mine here. Just a little bit of math there. It's literally impossible. As a result, we get 3 worker kills. We will need to move away as something is about to pop out there. Most likely, well, actually, yeah, most likely was going to indeed be a what do you call these bad boys? A cyclone, I think, at least. It felt a little bit like a cyclone, at least. Not sure if he scouted what I was doing. Oh, did I just block my own dude? I think I did. Oh, killed that. Can I get a couple of extra stalkers and go into gas here? Yeah, might want to just get another gas immediately as well. So one of the things that I really liked, that Hero was doing, is that rather than going into fast forges, which would kind of be my knee-jerk response when opening with a build like this, is that he was super keen in just getting a couple of stalkers out, having pretty decent eco, having vision with the oracle, and then rather than going into anything too wild, he would just throw down a Templar Archives, and that's what I'm going to do. So no upgrade advantage, no upgrade lead, but instead going for very big on the eco, high gas count, and superior tech. So it's just a different way of playing, but he won the GSL, and I got knocked out in ESL Open Cup round of 16. So there's levels to this thing, and the stuff that he's doing definitely is working better than the stuff that I'm doing. And often if that is the case, if someone else is performing a lot better than you, now, of course, a lot of that can be attributed to mechanics. I think Hero has a fantastic set of mechanics. But also a lot of that is, of course, strategy. This is a freaking strategy game. And just continuing to play my own crap, despite there being other crap that you can play, would be a little bit silly, I think. So I'm gonna try to snipe this. Oh, should have definitely gotten that. Do end up getting it. Oh! Do end up losing this as well. A little bit sloppy. I think I have 8. Yep, I have 8 gateways. That is nice at least. And we'll get... Oh, we already have a pylon there. I can't even remember building that. I love it when the Kevin of the past did something good for Kevin of the future. We do have good vision of what our opponent is doing as well. That makes me somewhat happy. And behind this we can get a single forge. Technically we could get a second forge as well. So we want to get this. Don't really want to take too much damage on anything here. And do we have a robo on the way? We do now. I'm kind of afraid that something is happening that I'm not aware of. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware. It's time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody, what's going down? Fort base. This push definitely failed for him. So we're going to take this tower. And as we take this tower, we also go in here. The problem that my opponent currently has is that, or that I might have, is that medevac 3 and 4 should be out and on the way already, but I haven't seen them quite yet. So, oh, well, there we go. Now we see them. I don't have a recall available, so that's what I said. That's an issue. They did not. I also did not see any extra units coming in, which is another issue, of course. And as a result, I'm now going to lose some very valuable tech. Well, it's not really tech even. Ooh, missed target fire there. Kind of sloppy, isn't it? Ooh, kind of sloppy. That's a mistake. Or that should have been a mistake if I was fast enough. Now I'm actually gonna lose a lot of units here. Ooh, that is very sloppy, Kevin. Don't want to lose that. I think I'm still winning, but I should have been winning way harder after my early game. I'm kind of getting outplayed, honest to God, here. By a player that is about, what, 1000 MMR below me. It's usually not a good sign of your current shape. Good sign for your current shape. There's no armory yet, which is important. I really don't have any upgrades whatsoever. Should probably go for a base trade if I were him. Oh yeah, he is indeed. Making a lot of correct calls here, honestly. Trying to get as many of these anti-air units down as possible. I'm just gonna send this back home, honestly. I think I dealt enough damage at this point. But maybe I'm incorrect. Ooh, I don't think he should really pick that up, should he? Just gonna move away for now. Really hate how this has been going. Uh oh. Oh my god, I lost everything. I don't know, I'm just not playing a very good game here. So we still have 4 bases, so despite all of this crap, I think we're still somewhat okay. Very sloppy game out of me, no? Look at that. I even said it, that there was going to be... Like, it is so obvious what's happening as well, right? I'm seeing the size of my opponent's army at this point. I'm looking at it. And I'm going, hey, this is not growing. And the same instinct that tells me to jump on this army should be telling me that there is a threat looming here. And as I have vision of the right side and of the left side, it can only come towards the natural if you check my vision. Or it needs to be reinforcing, but I know it's not reinforcing. So then what I should be doing here is I make this move out, and as I do that, I warp in my natural. This army is defending my third base. My fourth base has no real priority, because if I'm winning this fight, what do I care about my fourth base? I know my opponent has a way later third than I do. I know I'm getting forge upgrades. I will be going into Robo Bay as well. My opponent is barely on 3-4 medevac, so I'm in a really good position economically and tech-wise. The only thing that I'm sucking in is upgrades, but that is okay if I just win this fight and don't take any damage. The only thing I needed to do was have units here. I didn't have it, and thus I put myself in a lot of trouble, which is honestly kind of sloppy and a little bit disappointing. I think that did suck that I don't have too much influence over, so that I did not have a recall ready. If you have a recall here, game kind of changed. If I look at this actual setup right now, it's only 2 Marines. Could have used the Oracle, 44 energy, probably dealt some damage. There was 2 mines though, so it always makes life a little bit harder. But win is a win, and we're gonna get 3 points here. It would have been a nice minus 55 or so if I would have lost. So yeah, no matter what game you play, it's always worth winning. Even if it only says +3, if you would have lost, you would need to win, what, like 25 games, like, well, not quite that many, like 18 games like this or something, 17 games like this, to get back the same amount of points. So it's super important that you always win, especially against the worst opponents. Sometimes it's actually better to lose against a better opponent than against a worse opponent, because it ruins your day a lot less, and also ruins your MMR a whole lot less. And if you're going for the road to rank 1, then MMR is very important. Alright, I'll see you in game number 2. Alright, next opponent is going to be Nickish. Play PLA2N. A player I don't actually know, well, anything about. Don't know where this player is from. I do know that it's a Zerg player. And about 5.8k MMR, which means the equivalent of about 5 MMR for us, I think, if we win it. Maybe 6, maybe 7. We're not at the highest MMR we've ever been at, but this could provide a nice little win. Nice also to not only have Tosses playing against you. I love to see the diversity that we have on the ladder today. Ooh. Gonna get this little assimilator out. Now, and I'm really looking forward to swarming this Zerg. And when I say swarm, is I'm just talking about taking as many bases as I can, just getting these insanely good upgrades. And I've really been kind of working on this early game, on these build orders. There's a couple of different build orders that I have that I feel comfortable with. And I'm going to be showing the one that I was playing during DreamHack Valencia a lot, that I was actually very, very fond of. And this is basically this is a build in which I skip the blink in favor of more units early on and a faster +1 as well. So you'll still get a lot of Stalker pressure on the map, but because you delay your blink, you have a lot of resources left over, and it actually ends up being pretty cool majority of the time. So let's straight away go into that. I should have been blocking my opponent's main base a little bit. This is actually one of the things that people don't realize, but it can be pretty impactful in this matchup. It could be like the equivalent of like 15 to 20 minerals. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you have a very tight early game, like that is delaying a queen by 1.5 seconds, which can be quite big. So right now he's chasing with a drone. As long as he's chasing with a drone, I'm pretty happy. Like, life is good. I'm not really mining enough gas here. That's bad. It's going to actually delay my Stargate by a little bit. Stargate, if you're doing a gate scout, should always go down at 216 if you do it properly. Now I get it at 219, so that is 3 seconds delayed for no real reason, except for poor gas saturation. I can go over that in the replay if anyone finds that interesting. I will do it anyway. Well, if I don't forget, that is. I'll do it if I don't forget. But it was poor gas saturation this game, no excuses. There are some maps which just have worse mineral mining, and then your Stargate is always going to be later because your gas is later, your natural nexus is later. Just everything in life is later because you just have less money. But that's not the case here. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. This could be somewhat of an all-in here, actually. Oh, no, that is potentially very bad for me. I don't even have an Oracle on the way yet. And I'm supply blocked as well, so even if I had an Oracle on the way, it wouldn't be building. Somewhat interesting, though. Oh. It's not good for us. Okay, that was fine actually, who am I kidding? No! I attacked my own thing. I legit... Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
The firstborn shall persevere. Glorious combat is upon us.
I mean, we're still winning in a very big way, I think. We played this so poor. I mean, we literally cannot lose this game. This is probably the worst build possible on this map as well, which kind of makes me sad, because on any other map this would have worked. But there's so much to go over in this replay. It's nice that we're having some close games though. It's always way more fun to have it like this than have games that are very one-sided. We have a little bit of money left over. I mean, this really should not do any damage whatsoever. I don't think, yeah, I think... for a second, sometimes you start second doubting, you know, whether something is a wall. I have it very often. I sometimes have it in tournaments. Like, for a second I was like, wait, is this a full wall? I've only been playing this game for 5 years. It's like, yeah, it is a full wall. We lost our cybernetics core as well as our gate. Another sick thing is that we just have a base in the back, so there's literally no problem going on right now. We can just take a third and be completely fine. I'm sad I don't get to show my build, but I'm playing so poor today, it feels like, that maybe it doesn't even matter. Or maybe it's good. I mean, maybe it doesn't even matter. Even forgetting how to speak, honestly. It's been a difficult day for me. On my other account, I lost 330 MMR in the past day and a half. So, as you can imagine, I'm in a rather good mood. It's been rough for me. It's been very rough. Okay. I don't like it either. It's not even that I'm tilting, it's just that it's legit like 40 degrees in my room. It's like impossible to play. But I also don't want to not play, you know, because I like playing. This is the problem when you're invested in the progress, but it's also your hobby. So even when conditions aren't optimal, I still kind of want to play. It's like, there are a couple of games in. And you can never stop after a couple of games with StarCraft. At least I can't. I lose like 4 of them. I was like, I'm not going to end on a loss, am I? No. Today, I had to end on a loss because you just kept losing. I really did not want to end on a loss. So we're going into Mass Oracle now, triggered by his rather odd opener. That's a kill. Did I already start my Twilight Council? I don't think I did. Good. Is that a third? No shot, right? Oh, Knight is not there. Tim, 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 tim. Please tell me I get this. Please! Come on! Thank you, my friend. We have so much damage output here. Thank the Lord. This has been a pretty wild game anyway. Okay, let's just continue walling here in the back. Yeah. Let me heal this a little more as well. I mean, he's just really dead right now, right? I'd almost feel comfortable enough to just let one finish right now and Nidus. Wait, did one finish? Oh, outside maybe? Let's just go across the map. I kind of want to snipe the Nidus network. But I also don't really care too much about it. Come on, buddy. Show me what you got. What? Hey, he doesn't even have enough anti-air here, no? He's gonna micro with the... Hey, he's just over. Very nice. Yeah, there's absolutely no chance there. 18 workers he was doing this off. The 18 worker all-in against... Well, I guess he lost like 11. 29 worker all-in against 62 workers. Yeah, it wasn't very close. Also was floating 1k. I didn't really know what to do with my money. Should have just built more gateways, obviously. 6 points. I said it was 5. Ended up being 6. Yeah, sloppy play. Actually, I wanted to show some stuff in that replay, right? So, just go over a couple of things. I often say things where I'm like, hey, like this is sloppy or this is bad. And then I don't explain it. And I apologize for that. Because a lot of things I kind of, in my mind, they make sense already. So I don't really have to explain them. But the point of a good teacher is that he can say what's in his head. He shows I'm not a very good teacher. We can try. So, what went wrong here with the gas mining? I said initially the gas mining here went wrong. If you want to get a 216 Stargate in this matchup, this worker, this one, needs to be rallied in towards your gas. And the worker that creates the cybernetic score... or so the Nexus and the Cybernetic score then goes back to take another gas. I actually have a theory that it's best for Protoss to take this gas first. And the reason for that is because then this worker that comes back from the Nexus Cybercore can take this gas, which is slightly shorter. And if you take this gas, I think you float like 15 minerals or so, which is a bit of a waste and delays your gas mining by like a second. Or well, maybe a little bit longer even. Then... I also pull into this gas too slowly. Look at this. This was a mess. I don't even know what I was doing here. Look. It's almost empty for 4 seconds. It's terrible. And all of these factors combined lead to me only having 151 gas at 2 minutes and 19. That's a 3-second delay for no reason whatsoever. Then on top of that, whenever you play and you chrono boost the first adept, but you don't chrono boost the second adept, it is vital that you are active with your probe in seeing where the initial links are going, as well as spotting for any follow-up links. So if you see these first 4 links chasing your probe, that is okay, because then the only links that could go across your map and attack your pylon are links 5 and 6, which are simply too late to kill your pylon before your second adept is out without a chrono boost. However, what I did is I did absolutely nothing with this probe. My opponent runs by 4 links, and if this was any map but Moondance, or if he would have microed or made slightly better decisions, he probably would have been capable of winning this game. Controlled this quite well, by the way, I have to admit. Too slow as well with these probes. Probably should have pulled these probes the moment my adept pulled out as well. Now that I look back at it. I did not really think it was going to be a, an all-in. So I was shading these 2 out to see if there was like Banelings morphing or something like that, just in case. There wasn't, but then I had to pull them back. Well, especially this one, because I wanted to shade behind this wall. This should have been a pylon rather than a battery. Pylon has more HP and builds faster, and thus it is better, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, well, that's the rundown of this game. Let's hop into our third game. So far, 2 wins. It's not been a brilliant day of high-level gameplay, but it's been good enough, and that's all that really matters. All right, our third game is against Thor Jumi, Protoss player from Germany. Ooh, I saw that scout. We kind of met in the middle. I'm not sure if he noticed as well. The timing of the scout makes a lot of sense for a high ground gateway. Not so much for... Ooh, a low ground gateway. Hello, YouTube, indeed. Slightly too late with the scout, though, for whatever reason. He's supposed to be faster than I am. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am mistaken. I think I could have gotten that had I done that a little bit better. Oh, he went for a Nexus. The madman, okay. That's cool, actually, because I had a thing that I wanted to do. He needs to build a cybernetic score there. And that is a given fact. You can't do very much about that. I'll just build a pylon here. StarCraft today. You forgot an S there. It's your daily StarCraft news show. YouTube says hi back, buddy. Did he just type this out? Yeah, all the capitals as well. That's very nice. Did a good job, buddy. Oh. What he didn't know was that I was gonna proxy gate him. I actually have been losing a lot to this build when playing one gate specifically. And it is very, very difficult to deal with it, the way that I'm going to be executing it here. This is not necessarily 100% way of punishing. I bet you if I'm playing against max packs, I will lose. Ooh, what is this? No chrono being used yet. Okay, that is on a gate unit most likely. I can only imagine. What are we seeing here? Robo? Nothing. No tech yet. Okay, Ace Robo. I should have gone and gotten my own Robo then. That is the actual theory. This is kind of bad. The actual theory is that I'm supposed to get my own Robo proxied if it's not a Stargate. And the fact that I didn't do that is somewhat disappointing. I disappointed myself again. Well, I can't quite do that. Maybe I can just do a lot of damage here. I mean, oh, it's not gonna be brilliant though, is it? Is he gonna finish that? No way. He is gonna finish. Maybe we can kill it? We can't finish it. Can't kill it. I don't actually like my position whatsoever here, honestly. It's probably going to be a, what do you call it? An immortal pretty quickly. I really needed to get my own Robo at some point. Just going to get an expansion here. Well, it's not the end of the world perhaps. Maybe I can shoot this once, that's important. Trigger those shields. The problem that I'm having right now is fairly simple. That's that I don't think I can ever take a good engagement here. That's one. Okay, maybe it was a lie. Just gonna get another sentry here. If I keep killing immortals like this, it might be playable, but yeah, it will be hard regardless. I'm also still expanding behind this, which is somewhat important. Okay, another immortal. Now it will be really hard. He can almost just move out and actually start dealing big damage to me. I'm gonna get a Twilight Council at home. And hope that he doesn't have a pylon on my side of the map. And then I'm gonna pull a move, which is also known as the Harstem. Gonna shade in 2 adepts. Come on. One more. One more. Maybe I can even do one more after this. Do I want charge or blink here? I'm gonna go... No, I need blink actually. Because in case he's going for some type of an immortal drop. It is too difficult for me. It would simply be too difficult. I think he's moving across the map with a prism. I saw him move out with a prism. I think it's going to be a double adept drop here into my main base. Now we're going to try and find him before he gets that drop going. Maybe we can kill it. That's the entire goal for me right now. Oh, we didn't get it. Oh, it was a prism with immortals actually. It's way bigger even. Lost that, lost those adepts by the way on the other side of the map. Do get this on the way as well. Kind of want to figure out what he's doing with the prism. So we're just going to put this thing on it. And we're going to find out what he's doing over here as well. Okay, I think it's going to be a third base for him. If he builds a third base... Ooh, no, he's moving across the map. Should move in right now with the prism. There we go. Might actually give a bit of an opportunity for me. Okay, that's definitely going to happen another time at some point during this game. That's fake, right? Yeah, yeah, that's definitely fake.
Our pylon is under attack.
If I can kill this, that would be huge, though. I need to jump on one of the two armies here. Okay, look at this. I'm gonna pretend to move out across the map. This sometimes works. So, we keep... Oh, he actually has vision there. He thinks I'm not there because I'm hiding. He has an observer in this area. So now he's probably going to move in with that prism. He didn't. Oh, never mind. His observer is over here. I thought his observer was still somewhere else, but his observer being there is... Yikes. Okay, yeah, that gave him enough vision. I need my own observer at this point. I'm floating a little bit of money. That's bad, but I can't spend it. Oh, shot, he should finish that, right? This guy's playing with fire, honest to God. Is he coming for me or what? That was not good for him. Or maybe he just had these from the early game still left over. In that case, I guess it's a way to lose him, but also not really a super brilliant way to lose him, huh? Could have saved him for a little bit later. Do I have the Robobay already on the way? I do not. I thought I was building that already, my bad. Gonna get another battery. This one I want to keep here, and I'm going to scout to see what my opponent is actually doing. Wonder if he still has the stupid prism in the back of my base. Second robotics facility as well. And I want a second observer. Doesn't seem like there's anything here. I'm gonna get a couple more scouts in. Oh my god, are you joking? Was he warping in a DT there? I think he was, wasn't he? I think he was warping in a DT. You can go over there. It looked an awful lot like there was something invisible over there. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna take a fort base. And kind of take it from there, I guess. Ooh. Does that have some potential, actually? I don't think it does it? That push? I'm using a lot of energy right now, though. I'm not getting too much info with it. Oh, there we go. Come on. You can't really move up this ramp, can you, buddy? Oh no. If I can't blink out there, I'm actually dead. I could blink out here. No, 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 no. I think I'm losing anyway. I was in such a good position to deal with everything as well. Just kind of messed it up defensively, huh? Okay. This is all fine. He's actually blinking in to try and kill my crab. Not super ideal for him. I lost my Robobay. I didn't even realize I was losing my Robobay. This is a very painful affair so far. We're not necessarily dead, we're just in an extremely bad position, and I don't think I have any right to really stay in this game. Like, we're on such little bases, we have terrible eco. We have literally terrible everything right now. I knew it was DTs, I knew he was coming, and yet I messed up both fights defensively in kind of a big way. I'm down in disruptors in a major way. Now we're gonna be up in disruptors. No, never mind. I thought I could catch him there. I could not. Still only have one disruptor. But he doesn't know that, maybe. He's going around. Round, round, get around, I get around, yeah. Get around, I get around. I think I'm just dead, honestly. I think I am just extremely dead right now. He has +2 already as well, yeah. What a poor play out of me. Yeah, this entire day has been filled with relatively poor games. I can't believe I forgot my robo initially already. This game should have been over at that point, but he made enough mistakes that I managed to survive. That also wasn't a great shot, but yeah, I just don't have enough stuff. Maybe if I defend this well, I'm okay. Nah, he's up like 40. No, here we're actually even. We're even in supply. I'm just slightly down in upgrade. I think I can defend this just fine. I thought I had my observer clicked on the prism, but I didn't. For whatever reason, so it didn't chase it. So then when my stalkers were in position, I couldn't actually fight these things. And I was like, hey, where's my observer? And the observer went here, 1 DP in the main. And this started to fall apart because I blinked forward like an idiot. This is a really painful game, honestly. Gonna lose a lot of MMR here. 46. Ay. And I think I'm also gonna call it a day with that. It is simply too warm for me to play. We'll be back next week with a road to rank 1, where hopefully I'll record a little bit earlier in the day. I thought if I recorded later, the temperature will be better, but it's still freaking warm. I'm not playing my highest level. I'm sorry for that. My opponent did kind of destroy me in that last game, though. We'll get him next week. I'm coming for you, Jumi. Don't you worry. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.